So my 1 to 144 dollhouse look like this right now, and as you see I have a couch standing right here and there is no coffee table at all, so I am going to make a coffee table for the couch. First I'm going to take a tiny measurement because the coffee table needs to be taller than the couch. So I'm just taking a stir stick and placing on the floor next to the couch, and I'm going to make a tiny line for the height of my couch. So I just need to make the table a bit taller than my mark, and my mark is right here, so that's how tall my couch is. So I'm going to take a piece of clay that I rolled out on a setting 5. I am just using scrap clay because I want to make a mold so I can make these coffee tables in resin. So I'm going to make this just for making a mold. So I need to figure out how big I want my table, and I want one of those what do you call that, triangular things. So I have one in here, and let's see, my couch is that long. I want it no longer than this, I think. And then it normally goes up and around. Let's see my shape. The good part about furnitures is that you can design them actually just like you want to, because if they are not designed yet, they might be later. So I have my little tabletop, and I'm just going to round the corners a bit, and I'm going to turn it around. You could use a clay extruder for this, but for this little tiny thing I don't feel like using a clay extruder. Let me use this for getting it a little more even. And I take this one, and I'm going to measure a tiny bit more than the couch height, also because I have the tabletop in there, so we don't need it to be all too tall either. So I'm going to cut 3 tiny feet here. So there is the legs. So I'm going to carefully take them off here from my plate. Really careful so I don't de-shape them, or what you call that. And placing it on my table. That I like the way they're standing, because when they're baked, that's it. So I will keep working a little on these legs until they are all straight, and then I will bake this little thing. So this has been baking, and I made a little tiny mold of this. So I have my mold here, you can see the 3 legs. I am going to use resin, so I'm going to take a few drops here, and I'm using a little more than necessary because I want some colors in there, and my colors are very colorful, so I really don't need much color to color it. And I'm going to squeeze it and put in some of this UV resin. This way it will drag down the resin. So I'm squeezing it to get the air out and placing some resin on top, and hoping that it is pulling the resin down instead of the air. I'm going to take some of the black one here because I can. And then I put it into my UV lamp for 5-10 minutes.